Hey Google, restart video.
Hey everyone, Scott Innes, voice actor, Hollywood actor, movie star. Don't believe all that. I'm a legend in my own mind. Hey, you know me better as the voice of some of the most popular cartoon characters in the world. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scrappy-Dappy-Doo, Puppy Power, like and Shaggy too. And you've got the Sullivan Project podcast. It's coming at you right now.
Hey Google, stop. Alright, hey, this is Harold Sullivan. This is the Sullivan Project podcast. And we're back with Dan. Dan, are you there?
Yeah,
Alright, could you hear that a little bit? Was that cool?
yeah,
That new opening I got just for the podcast a couple podcast episodes ago. Yeah, the guy that does Scooby Doo for the movies and then the animated stuff. Pretty neat.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's see here. Let me find out the time so I know. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 6:19.
19. Oh boy, 619. So we know because my recorder only go about 30 minutes. The new camera I got. But yeah, we had the holidays and then we had Thanksgiving here, my birthday, and me and Dan are gonna just talk a little bit about some stuff. And let me tell the people, if you want to find the Sullivan Project podcast, it's on YouTube, and and TikTok under Harold Sullivan 78, and it's on
Yeah.
yeah, it's on Facebook, Harold Sullivan period 35. So let's see here, Dan. What what's let's talk about me and you a little bit. So you couldn't make it down on my birthday. You just couldn't find a ride.
No.
Yeah, cause you know it's been so long since we. It was like Thanksgiving last year, or maybe before that
Yeah.
we hung out last. I know we all got things. I'm just a little bit. I want to talk a little bit, like, cause I want to understand, get to know you a little bit better. I mean, if that's okay. I mean, anything you don't want to answer, you don't have to. But as far as what you're comfortable, I just want to know, like, as far as I'm not even sure. We'll just play it by ear, you know. But you so you
Yeah.
the only thing I was like about that was like you have people you help out, right? But nobody was nice enough to give you a ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's kind of messed up to me because I know you do whatever you can, right? And the fact that someone couldn't give you a ride if you couldn't pay them or whatever, or just whatever. It's just people should do for each other. And one person you could get a they could give you, but you know what I mean. Just keep that in mind when you know when you need them where they at, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's not cool. Because I know you do whatever you can, and then you ain't got nothing. And guess what? You helped out some people though. See,
Yeah.
that's the way I am. I'm learning, man. Because if you do all you do all you want to make everybody happy, but then you sit there empty and broke. You know.
Yeah.
But you feel good helping other people, but then when you call someone when you really need somebody, then where are those people at? The same ones that you gave all that stuff to, you know, or you might have helped out every time they call Dan, right?
Yeah.
But when Dan calls them, what happens? So, but I'm glad I appreciate. Well, do you want we you is it okay? We talked about how you went away for a little bit.
Oh, you mean I went into the hospital?
Yeah, is it okay? Talk about
Yeah.
that. Because I just want to let people know that you called me and I was happy. I was appreciative. I kind of had a feeling something was, you know, when we don't talk for a while, I just kind of think you might be going through a little thing or whatever, and
Yeah.
I want to help, but I don't know how to do that because you can't really you can talk to people and stuff, but you can't really make someone feel better, you know, or
Yeah.
you want to though, no matter what, but yeah, you were just feeling down and sad. I mean, is that what happens occasionally? You just don't feel good, or how? Like, why do you have
Anxiety.
anxiety? Yeah, like just stuff gets too much, right?
Yeah.
And then you just don't know what to do, and you're just like, I gotta go somewhere, like a vacation, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, because sometimes I mean I've gotten close to my own, even though I don't like that place because of how I was in there before because of my mom, and it wasn't the right reason, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I've gotten to where I thought I was gonna break down or whatever, and
Psychiatric unit.
and then you need to go in, yeah. But I didn't do it because I'm just like I'm gonna do it. It's in my head. I'm just trying to work it out. You know, it's hard. It's very difficult. So, but I've been close, yeah, to where I'm like, man, I just need a vacation. I just need to go
Yeah.
somewhere. So it's just tough to be a human being because it's overload, you know, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overload. So how are you supposed to deal with all that stuff? And plus, I've been, you, you're, you're Leo, right? Do you know about that? You're Leo. Uh, you're end of July or June. Your birthday,
March.
March.
Yeah.
Jesus, March what?
26th.
Okay, I'll look at it. I knew it was the 26th. I don't know how the heck. I can remember numbers, but I'm going to look up that just to I'm looking up. I'm learning astrology and stuff like that a little bit, because I'm a
Yeah.
Sagittarius, but I can remember that. But March. Yeah, Danny's April 10th, so he's right after you.
I'm
March.
a Aries.
Okay, so you already know. Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Aries. I believe that's the same as my friend Janelle, which I just did hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I already know a little bit about the Aries. Uh, Jesus, I can't remember. My sister's helping me type up the reports, but yeah, it's neat. Uh, see, it's because I'm a Sagittarius. Danny's daughter's a Virgo, and see, I think my friend Janelle's. I'm trying to do three or four at a time, and then do a couple other people, you know, just to get it down to how to do it. And one of them is
Yeah.
Aries, and one is Aquarius. So
Yeah.
yeah, but it's neat though. So Aries, okay. So whatever that is will pertain to it pertains to you a little bit, you know what I mean. So I'll learn that. And it was eight. What was the year?
Huh?
The year was 89
I was born in 82.
or 82. Why
Yeah.
am I thinking younger? 4 years younger. Okay, that's right. 82. I gotta remember. So it's what April? No, March.
March. March 26th.
32682. That's easier to remember. 32682. I'll do your astrology too the next time I get on one. But so you just had to. So what do you like? What are some of the? You told me something before, like schizoaffective or something. What is
Yeah,
that?
that's what I have.
Is that just one thing? Is there other things too, or do you just have one thing? Or
I got a PTSD.
okay,
I got ADD.
yeah.
I got OCD.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, a lot of that is. I'm sure. I'm thinking a lot of people have that, a lot of some of that, and plus I probably, people just don't get diagnosed like the OCD, the
Yeah.
ADD, because everybody's got a lot of these things. They didn't have names for that though,
Yeah.
So you're lucky you knew, right? They knew when you were younger, they could catch stuff and then you could do something with it. But I'm 44 now. I just turned 44, and there was no ADD. You know what I mean? There was no OCD when I was a child.
Yeah.
So the only thing they said I was having anxiety. This was when I was in my 30s, and that was the regular doctor, the PCP, and he's not even, and he gave me Xanax for that on top of the pain pills, the OxyContin, and they're not
Yeah.
clinically able to diagnose anxiety. A PCP can't do that. You see what I mean? But
Yeah.
they can mess you up. So the main thing is the schizoaffective. What is that like? What is the symptoms or what if you don't take meds or do what you need to do? How does that hurt or bother you?
Uh, First of all, without the medication,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be right in the head. So,
I mean, how is it different than the OCD and the ADD? Like, what is this that? What does that do? You hear like what are the things? I'm not. There's no judging here because psychic people hear stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're all the same. So I'm just want other people to know because what if they have a symptom and they don't know or they don't know how to deal with it? So this helps people. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, what does that mean? Like schiz? Because people hear schizo, and they automatically schizophrenia. Is it a type of schizophrenia or? Because that's the only word I ever heard was schizophrenia.
I actually don't really know to be 100% sure.
They just they said you have a couple things and they tell you it's schizoaffective, right?
Yeah.
Well, what are the couple? Was it? Would you see things, hear things, or just feel like what is it that's different? Like how?
Anxiety, depression,
Yeah.
paranoia. I
Paranoid.
really don't talk about too much of it.
Oh, I know. I can tell you're, but it'll go away if you talk about it. I guarantee you'll feel better. Well, what is paranoia? I mean, that just does that mean you will hear things that you don't think you're really hearing? Or
Yeah,
okay. Well, I'm not judging you because just because they tell you you didn't hear something don't mean you didn't hear it.
yeah,
They tell you you're this and that or you're schizo or crazy or whatever. The word is crazy that people throw around all the time. Oh, you hear a voice,
yeah,
you're crazy. No, 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 no. Because I heard things and I hear things. I'm not crazy.
yeah,
I'm not gonna go into a doctor's and tell them that I have that I can hear stuff because they will try to give you a medication or whatever. But I mean it wasn't nothing. I'm just saying it doesn't mean you're crazy or whatever because you hear something. So that's and then what you could see stuff too.
no,
No, just hearing stuff, pretty much. You don't see stuff like cartoons, or I'm just saying like anything. You can hear a person or see a person. You said
I don't know.
you never experimented with, or you never seen ghosts or none of that, but you did have the haunted hospital thing. Yeah, I mean, you might
Yeah,
have been seeing ghosts. I'm not judging. I just want to know because maybe you don't have what you think. You know, I'm just. But yeah, so what you see? Did you see stuff before you started taking pills, or
I didn't see things.
okay, just hear things like you think
Yeah,
you hear a voice or something?
mhm.
And and was that pretty much the create like the weird like the scariest part of it was just hearing things?
The voices could be in your mind.
Yeah. Well, that's
Your
how.
thoughts, your
Yeah.
thoughts in your mind. I don't know.
Yeah, but everybody got a voice in their mind because you talk in your head.
Yeah,
So like I said, I picking up my psychic abilities. I hear, but usually it's on the outside. It'll be like someone's right
yeah,
next to me talking in my ear, but it's one word or two words. It's not. So I don't know. Maybe they might say I got something, you
yeah,
know. But that's the scariest part. Would just be like you hear someone talking,
yeah,
and that's pretty much that. So what is it? They tell you to do stuff. Is that what's scary?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna get. So it's not good stuff then,
I don't
right?
audibly hear them. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It's in your head. Yeah, I know what you mean. They call it
Yeah,
voices in your head. It's the same thing as psychic, but you don't actually hear the voice. You just know it, right? It's a knowing. It's
yeah,
a knowing thing. You just know with the voice. I know what you're saying. Yeah, so that's what I mean. It doesn't mean it was something. But if it was bad stuff, then yes, maybe it might have been. But if it's good stuff, then there's no problem, right? So it was bad stuff then, right?
yeah,
Okay, so it's stuff you don't want to hear. All right. Well, then I understand that. If it's scary, that's not a good thing. But if it's good stuff, or if it's somebody just like that passed away, or visit grandma or whatever, which I want to send prayers out to people. You know, your grandma, right? She passed, and your uncle recently. We got to give blessings. But if it was something like
yeah,
that, right, that'd be different. But
yeah,
if it was bad stuff, yeah, you don't want to do it. You don't want to have that because then you can't do nothing. You can't concentrate, right? You can't go
yeah,
around and live because you got too much going on in there.
yeah,
Okay, I understand all that. So yeah, ain't nothing to be ashamed of. You know, there's so many people they think that there's something wrong with them because you know that you got a little extra chatter. That's
yeah,
all. It's hard to stay clear. It's hard for me too because I got so much going on, but I want to do so many different things and I can't stay on one idea. You know, well, I probably got something too, but I never got diagnosed. So I just I get bored easily too, right? You always got to find something different to do, but you get bored. I'm that way,
yeah,
and but I live with it. You have to. So you're dealing with what you got to deal with. You deal with it every day. God got you going, and you do
yeah,
more than a lot of
yeah,
people, and you bring more light than a lot of people I know. And I always tell people about you. Now this will be the third time on the podcast. You're the only guest I have more than once. But you're kind of like my co-host now. You know what I mean? We need two people. It's more fun, more energy when you got two people and you can
yeah,
talk. You know. And Danny's supposed to be coming down to visit for a holiday, so I'm gonna try or Christmas. So if I call you, or like I'll try to call you when he's here. You know, I just want you guys to just talk for a second because you haven't for how long. You know. So I'm
yeah,
not gonna record. I'm not saying for the podcast. Well, I'm letting you know that just for you, but I'm gonna let them know afterwards. Update how we if we got to talk and all that because it's a little reunion. But I like to. He's supposed to be coming to bring the baby down maybe I can get a picture taken with all of us, and then I can send you that too. Cause
Yeah,
we're
that'd be good.
yeah, right. We're all part of, and that's the holidays is all about that being around. Cause I didn't for real. I ordered a pizza on my birthday, and then I on the 12th, and then I just or it was a calzone, and then I just sat here by myself, and then I just chilled and it was quiet and listened. And I wasn't upset or nothing because I know you can't do everything. And also, is it part of it's hard for you to get out and go do things, right? Like you kind of like to be, you like your apartment, right?
Isolated.
Huh?
Isolated.
Yeah, you like your apartment and you're comfortable and you feel safe. And when you go out, so I understand, but you could. I didn't know that, and I just thought maybe you just for some other reason you don't want to come around. You know what I mean?
No,
But
no.
not, it's a fear, right? It's you kind of get a little. I understand now because I'm looking into it. So I mean, there's nothing against you. I don't care. It doesn't change how I feel if you get to come visit me again. But I want to. But I understand you have things you have. We have to work through things, all of us. And if there's something that's scary a little bit, I mean, so now I know. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah,
like that too. I go out in public or go to the mall when it's the holidays like I used to. It used to scare me being around people, a lot of people. So you feel good at home, right? You're at that apartment. You want a person maybe to come visit you here and there, but you kind of just like to just have your own space, right? Your own castle.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's how I get it. I'm picking that up from you, you know. That's fine. That's not, just call me or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not going to
yeah,
hold that against you because of these little things. That's not right. Don't judge. Number one. So,
yeah,
and whenever someone judges someone, I'm going to fight for that person's right, you know what I mean? Nobody should be judged for any reason. Hey Google, what time is it?
6:35.
Okay. I want to make sure because the thing will shut off and I won't know the camera after 30 minutes, you know. But then
yeah,
because I'm blind. In case the viewers don't know, I went blind about a year and a half ago, and I've been in this wheelchair since I was real young, probably 8 or 9 or so. Yeah,
yeah,
when I met you when we were about what I was 10 or you were 10, I was 13. Was my
yeah.
condition? Do you remember my condition being a little bit different? Was I? Did I? My body? Did I? Or do I pretty much look the same, or do you think did I move different? Like was I? Did you notice it changing or getting worse? Like because I couldn't I can't imagine myself after 30 years or 25 years or whatever. But
Yeah,
we've been running into each other every few years, and in the last couple of years we've been talking all the time. But like,
yeah.
have you noticed anything about my like the physical, like me being in a wheelchair changing as far as me moving, being able to move and stuff?
No,
Or no?
you pretty much stayed the same.
Yeah, just look a little
Um,
older, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what people told me. They're like, you're the exact same as you was in high school and before that, but you just got a little facial hair or whatever. And I'm like, okay, eh, I guess because I don't think I've grown any taller. I'm still a little over 4 feet tall, so.
yeah.
And I still haven't been able to move my arms yet and stuff since
I know
about
your mother took care of you a lot. You
yeah.
it's argued a lot, but she took care of you.
Yeah, she
So
did the best she could. That's why I forgave all that. You know what I mean? She's gone, and I don't like when someone else talks
your
about her.
your dad would come and pick you up in the
Yeah,
van.
every week, and he took me and you out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He was a little different though, wasn't he? He was kind of quiet. My
he
dad,
was a nice guy.
yeah,
He
my
was a
dad,
nice guy.
huh?
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was. It was real nice. But see, here's a little bit of background on him, which I've told people in the podcast before, because I didn't really know much, and it's hard if you don't know much about your parents, even then how do you know about you, right? Because you don't know where they came
Yeah,
from or where you. So I didn't really know much, but I do know he was recovering alcoholic on and off until his last day, and but usually when he came to see me, he wasn't drunk or anything, and
yeah,
but I do know that he was put in an orphanage when he was young and stuff like that. So he went through, he lived under a bridge. He was homeless. He was in jail, in prison, or whatever. I don't know all the
hmm,
stories, but it was a lot of bad stuff. So
yeah,
we all got things. So how could he do any better for me? You know what I mean?
yeah,
But we all got the chance to be better. Because if we got one more day, we could be better and change. So
yeah,
I'm glad I'm realizing that now, and you found God, so you realize that. So whatever it is that gets us to where we gotta go, That's what this podcast is about. Everyone has a story, and you can't judge a book by its cover. We're all different colors, shapes, sizes, ages. But to me, I look at we're all forever. We're all part of the same thing. We all come from God.
Yeah,
There is
yeah,
no judgment. There is no this, that, past, present, future. I don't even think of that no more. I think everything is going on right now at one time. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
people made the clock up. You know, that's not a real thing. So
yeah,
just think about this. This is right now. There ain't no tomorrow, no yesterday, right? It's just
yeah,
right now. So do what you can right now. Do what you gotta do right now, and be
yeah.
better. Oh, I just came up with this earlier. Uh, let's see here. Right or wrong, I'll be strong. Or now, prove me right or wrong, I'll be strong. Okay, this is
Yeah,
it came to me earlier. Prove me right or wrong, I'll be strong. And this
yeah,
it just means it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. I'm still gonna be the same way, right down the
yeah.
middle.
Remember this.
You know?
You say be the light, like be the light for the
Yeah,
blind.
yeah.
For people to is in the dark.
Oh well, I
And
don't even think I mean, yeah. I kind of
you
think of
are
it that
blind.
way.
You
Be
were
the light,
blind
yeah,
about 2 years ago. But what God really means by be the light
yeah,
is if you had a flashlight shining on people.
yeah.
You
Oh yeah. We all got the light
find
in us.
people
Yeah.
find people that are thirsty for the Lord. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
oh yeah. We need that because it's all dark.
Yeah,
I had to. I had to. I prayed and begged. I said it's dark. I'm scared. Well, wouldn't you be scared? Huh.
yeah,
If someone turned
yeah,
off the lights, it happened a little bit at a time, which was even scarier. I don't know what would have been scarier. Over losing your sight over a couple of years, or uh, and then not finding out why, and then not being able to do anything, or if you lost it altogether. I don't know. That'd probably be scarier, I guess, because I could adapt a little bit slowly, I guess, while it was happening. So,
yeah,
but yeah, it's scary because I need that light. I got to pull from the Lord. I got to pull from that light, and it's also as long as it's like a candle or whatever. It's like a fire. As long as there's a little spark left, it can be reignited.
yeah, yeah,
So all we need is a little flame, and we got all that. That's called the uh, spark, the infinite spark, right?
yeah,
From the infinite flame or whatever. Yeah, we all have a little piece inside. That's our soul. That's it. That's our soul,
yeah,
and it's all part of God. The God
yeah,
particle. Have you ever heard of the God particle? That's God. We're all part of that. One little piece. You know, it's like a bajillion pieces, though. You can't put a number on it.
yeah,
But we're like one little piece of that. That's how I try to
yeah,
explain it to people. That's how I think of it. So when we die, we're just going somewhere else. So we ain't gonna die. Like this body's gone, but we don't die.
yeah,
We go to another existence. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's the way. And then once you're not afraid to die, you can live. So I'm not afraid to die anymore. I want to experience a lot more things. You know what I mean? But I'm not
yeah,
scared of what's next because I know there's some great stuff, and you know,
yeah,
this is good here. I mean, but we don't have pain and torture and all that on the other side. We don't have all that bad stuff. So yeah, we don't have OCD and all that. You know what I mean? There ain't no more of that. So
no,
yeah, we won't have that no more. So that's what we have to look forward to. Not that you want that now, because then you don't have the other stuff, the good stuff too, though, that comes with it. Or eating certain goodies you like, because we don't get to eat that there, because that's different. The way I think of it, it's different. Because why would you need to eat? You don't have a body anymore, right? So
yeah,
it's a different, but we still exist. But we don't get. So we still have to have the good and the bad while we're here and enjoy it. You know what I mean? So.
yeah.
But did you enjoy the conversation? We're going to end up the podcast, and we're going to upload that soon for people.
Okay,
We
yeah,
had,
that's cool.
yeah, we had a good talk, and do you feel better? We got some stuff. Wow, like I said, I don't judge, but this is for people to know, because if nobody tells them, then how do they know? You know,
Yeah.
and there isn't stuff like there used to be for people to read or find
What I
out.
can say is
You know,
one thing. I've been clean and sober for 20 plus years.
yeah,
I might have relapsed 20 plus times now.
oh yeah,
Alcohol I relapsed probably
it's terrible. Alcohol. I used to drink.
just
Yeah,
over 150, 200 times in 21 years.
Well, I should
I
say.
haven't relapsed on drugs but once.
Well, that's good.
And I really let people know that's listening right now
Yeah.
that you can get past them drugs. You can get past that alcohol.
Oh,
You have a mental disorder, a mental illness, whatever it is,
Yes.
you can get help. You can do it.
Find something else, whether it's a religion, because I don't want to judge. Like I said, you can find this or whatever, not bad stuff, not bad stuff, but the religion, something good to do to get better.
Whether it's Muhammad or Allah.
Anybody, just something good to replace, something good to replace the bad stuff, right? Something good.
We're all going to one place.
Yes.
And what the thing is that I'm so comfortable with is that
Yeah.
I don't go around trying to say that this person's going here and that person's going here.
No, because it's their path and their choice. You know what I mean?
They're serving God through Muslim,
So,
Jewish, Pentecostal, Baptist,
Yep.
whatever your religion is.
Or none at all. You know, because some people just have a straight line, and they just try to.
Brother, you can't really get up and go get in your car and go to church.
No.
So you worship the Lord in different ways.
Yeah,
And you
I'm
worship
trying
the Lord, and the
with
Lord
this
is
right
with
here,
you.
right? Because I'm not a pastor or whatever, but I can do this and help people and talk. So
Yeah.
we can all do our part. We're not all put here to be a pastor or a preacher or this and that. We all, someone who sings is a light worker because they bring music. So anybody, we all got different things. You talk and you're bringing this. That's your thing. That don't mean we're any less than the other person. God don't judge that and give you more reward when you go to heaven. And we get the same thing. You know what I mean? We're doing what we can with what we got. And so let me tell people to be the light, because we're gonna go. And remember, love is a choice, and so is to hate.
Yeah.
Ooh, crap. Trying to find the camera there. Oh, God.